Right now, veterans across southern Wisconsin are coming together to support service members in need. Also, people in Madison are walking to bring awareness to multiple different diseases that have no cure. And we're following the war in Israel, where humanitarian aid has reached Gaza, but officials at the UN says it's not enough. That's all coming up at 10. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast before we get to the rest of those stories. All right, Alex, what are we seeing out there?
Well, Jalen, we're seeing fall-like conditions. It looks very festive behind me out here in the patio, and it feels like fall, and it's going to look like fall tomorrow morning. And then we got some changes in the forecast to talk about. Active weather on the way to southern Wisconsin. Quiet and cool out there right now. We're sitting at 45 degrees in Madison, 47 to the west in Middleton, 46 to the south to 48 degrees in the southern part of Dane County down towards our friends down in Belleville. As we zoom in out here and look over the rest of southern Wisconsin, look at those temperatures out towards the Mississippi River, upper 40s, right around 50 degrees. Then off towards the north and towards the east, towards Watertown, out towards Juneau, temperatures down around 41 degrees. These temperatures are going to slip tonight. We got a frost advisory that will go into an effect from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. on your Sunday. We all stand the chance for a bit of patchy frost. The better chances are going to be from Madison and points off towards the north and towards the east, going all the way down to 34 degrees for a low temperature here in Madison, but staying a little bit warmer near 40 out towards the Mississippi River and staying a little bit warmer out towards the Mississippi River near 60. Rest of us in the lower to middle 50s on your Sunday. We'll do a high of 54 here in Madison with sunny skies. It might be the last day to get outside and enjoy those nice fall colors out there with the wet weather that's going to be heading towards southern Wisconsin. It might be the last good harvesting day for our farmer friends. No impacts from the rain and from the winds. It'll be a cool day on your Sunday. But look at the rainfall that we're expecting here over the course of the next week by our future track model. 1, 2, maybe 3 inches by the time we get to Friday. We'll talk and break down that wet weather system and the chances for severe weather that's coming up.
All right, we'll see you then. The 30th annual Madison Stand Down event brought veterans from across southern Wisconsin together to support their fellow service people in need, all to honor the dream of one very special veteran. Brayden Ross has the story.
For 30 years, Ravina Horner has been honoring her late husband, Wayne, the best way she knows how.
To see all of this, what his dream was, it makes me feel wonderful.
Wayne was a Vietnam veteran with a passion for helping others. He had a dream of making sure every veteran has a place to call home.
Veterans make up about 2 or 3% of the population, but we make up about 20% of homelessness.
That transition from a military member to a civilian, it's hard, and it's hard losing your identity. Often we lose ourselves, whatever that loss looks like, whatever that transition looks like, and sometimes we lose ourselves in a direction that may not always be pretty.
Stand Down events aim to change that.
Stand down is a term out of Vietnam, basically meaning take a break, prepare yourself, get ready to go on the next mission.
After attending a stand down in Milwaukee, Wayne dreamt of starting one here in Madison. But before he got to see his dream realized, Wayne died of lung cancer related to Agent Orange exposure. But his community made sure the story didn't end there.
His fellow veterans from different groups got together and made sure that the stand down got started in his name.
This year marks the 30th annual Wayne D. Horner Memorial Madison Stand Down.
They come in and they go shopping, they get haircuts, they can get vaccines, they can have brunch, they have a day with a battle buddy. They go around and they visit resources such as VA benefits and eligibility.
It's a day of camaraderie, making accepting help a little more comfortable.
As a military member, we're trained to soldier on, complete the mission, don't ask for help, get it done. Having a lot of our volunteers being a part of the military community just really makes it easier because we all understand how difficult it is.
Ravina says it's exactly what Wayne dreamt of, and she'll keep making that dream come true as long as she can.
As long as there's a need, we'll keep going.
Reporting in Madison, Brayden Ross, News 3 Now.
And if you'd like to support if you would like to support Wayne's dream, you can find all the information you need online at standdownmadison.org. And to the football field where Wisconsin went down to Champaign today to play the Fighting Illini. Our Andrew Bancher is in the studio with highlights.
Yeah, Jalen, when the Badgers lost to Illinois last year, it was personal. In fact, it changed the program forever, which means this time around, it just meant that much more. Wisconsin staged an unbelievable comeback in the fourth quarter and tried to close it out on 3rd and goal. Braden Locke, the new guy, trying to will his Badgers to victory, and he finds Nolan Rucci in the end zone. That's the offensive lineman, Nolan Rucci, who reels in the touchdown. Wisconsin scores 18 fourth quarter points unanswered to stun Illinois. Here's Luke Fickell.
Told those guys afterwards, this is the first time in 10 months that I've seen that out of our guys, and probably what makes me happiest. And it's not just finding a way to win. It's the resiliency, it's the fight, the grit that I don't know that I had seen.
Coming up in sports, we'll have much more on this thrilling comeback win.
All right, Andrew, we'll see you then. People are getting into the fall spirit at Devil's Lake State Park today. With the fall colors in full view, the Friends of Devil's Lake State Park threw their annual Halloween hike and pumpkin carving contest. The contest was divided into 4 age categories. Contestants were judged on the creativity of their best pumpkins, and winners were given a bunch of different prizes.
It's amazing when you think about, how, we always think about people being totally connected to their devices and this and that. And every time you come to the park, you realize that people want to get out, they love nature, and they just want to be one with, with this amazing, special place.
After the carving contest, they went out with torches to have a natural hike in the evening. People in Madison got together to walk for those who might not be able to walk so freely on their own. To defeat ALS today. ALS is a disease that makes it difficult to move your muscles because of nerve damage, which has no cure. That's what these people were walking for, raising money in the fight to defeat this disease that has made so many lives more difficult. The money raised from this event goes to help people at a local level by supporting education, support groups, and much more.
Honestly, the community here in Madison is so strong. The support group here in Madison actually are the driving force for starting this walk, and we're seeing it grow every year. We have over 50 more people than we had last year, just at about like 420.
People walked a 1-mile loop through Vilas Park, and some even had their 4-legged friends along with them. The walk had a goal to reach $90,000, and they were able to rocket past that, with the total amount being raised of $120,000. The walk to defeat ALS wasn't the only walk for a cause today. The American Parkinson's Disease Association Wisconsin chapter hosted its annual Wisconsin Optimism Walk in Madison. People gathered at Warner Park to raise awareness for Parkinson's disease. The walk was a short one, with participants being able to choose how far they wanted to go. The event is not only used as a way to raise awareness and money, but to connect people together who are similarly affected by Parkinson's.
That's one of the great things about the walk is everyone comes together and they meet other people with Parkinson's, and the caregivers meet other caregivers impacted by Parkinson's, and they just have this sense of community and feeling of belonging where they're not alone.
Parkinson's is a disease that affects more than 1 million people in the U.S., which has no cure. Currently, there are 1,500 people who live with Parkinson's in Wisconsin. As a ground invasion appears imminent, Israel says it's stepping up airstrikes on Hamas. That says the first trucks of humanitarian aid across the border from Egypt into Gaza. But aid workers say that's not enough to relieve a growing humanitarian crisis. CBS News correspondent Tina Kraus has the latest from Tel Aviv.
20 trucks bringing a small amount of desperately needed food, water, and medicine arrived in Gaza after the border crossing with Egypt opened on Saturday. It was the first delivery to the devastated Palestinian territory since Israel sealed it off after Hamas's deadly rampage in southern Israel 2 weeks ago.
Anyone else attacking civilian infrastructure and deliberately starving an entire population of food, water, electricity, and basic necessities would be condemned.
At the Cairo Summit for Peace, Jordan's King Abdullah II slammed the international community's slow response. More than 200 trucks carrying several tons of essential supplies have been waiting at the border for days, but aid workers say the delivery won't stave off a humanitarian crisis. Late Friday, Hamas released American hostage Judith Renan and her 17-year-old daughter Natalie. President Biden spoke to them after they were freed.
Just to let it, we're able to get you out. We've been working on it a long time. We're gonna get them all out, God willing.
A military spokesman says Israel is increasing airstrikes on Gaza as it prepares for the next stage of its war on Hamas.
It is our intention to dismantle Hamas from its military capabilities so that the security situation in Israel will be fundamentally different. It is also our intention to bring back the 210 and perhaps more hostages that we have there, every last one of them.
Israel says it does not plan to take long-term control over the small, densely populated Gaza Strip. Tina Kraus, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
In a statement today, President Biden said the temporary opening of the border into Gaza was the result of days of diplomatic engagement at the highest levels. And coming up next at 10, a popular streaming service is once again raising its prices. We bring you that story and more in Consumer News. And Alex is back with some possible severe weather in our First One forecast.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
I had a lot of bad days with gout, but that one took the wedding cake. Even with medicine, my uric acid was still too high to stop painful gout buildup. Then a gout specialist told me about Cristexa.
Cristexa is a prescription medicine for adults with gout whose symptoms are not controlled by other gout medicines.
I learned Cristexa quickly starts working to break down gout buildup.
Cristexa is an infused medicine. Serious life-threatening allergic reactions can occur while taking Cristexa. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms such as shortness of breath, trouble breathing, dizziness, itching, or swelling of the throat or tongue. Cristexa is not recommended if you have high levels of uric acid without a history of gout. Do not take Cristexa if you have a rare disorder called G6PD deficiency or favism. Before receiving Cristexa, tell your doctor if you have a history of heart problems and all the medicines you take. Cristexa may cause gout flare-ups, allergic reactions, nausea, bruising, sore throat, constipation, chest pain, and vomiting.
I received Cristexa for about 6 months. Now I'm in control, not gout.
Find a doctor who specializes in gout at goutdocnow.com.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help to provide 4,000 families with Thanksgiving meals.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
Donate today at goodmancenter.org.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A popular streaming service is boosting prices. Christine Lazar has that story and news on rising health coverage costs in this Eye on the Consumer report.
People who get health insurance through work are paying more. Annual premiums for family coverage jumped 7% from last year, according to a Kaiser Family Foundation survey. The average employee share of the premium comes out to $6,575. That's an increase of almost $500 from last year. Netflix is raising its prices once again. The ad-free basic plan now costs $11.99 a month, a $2 increase. And the premium plan is getting bumped up $3 a month to $22.99. Netflix says it gained nearly 9 million subscribers this summer after its crackdown on password sharing. And great news for anybody who likes the window seat. United Airlines will soon begin boarding economy window seat passengers first. The airline says the move is expected to save up to 2 minutes on boarding time. And that's your Eye on Consumer. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Tesla is recalling tens of thousands of its newer model vehicles due to a potentially brake fluid safety issue. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the recall affects nearly 55,000 of the Model X vehicles from 2021 to 2023. The vehicle can fail to detect low brake fluid and will not display a warning light. The agency says that as a result, the vehicle could not have reduced braking performance. That could increase the risk of crashing. Tesla has released a software update free of charge to correct the issue. Aldi is giving shoppers something to be thankful for on Thanksgiving. The grocery chain announced this week that they are reducing prices on some of the staples for the holiday feast. Aldi will be lowering the price on over 70 items by up to 50%. It won't just be seasonal items, but kitchen staples will also be included in the price reduction so you can make all the food for the holiday favorites. That is beginning on November 1st, and it will be running through the end of the year. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Yeah, Jalen, fall-like today, and it's definitely going to feel fall-like and look fall-like as we go on into your Sunday. Those three things here that you need to know, folks. Patchy frost overnight tonight, fall-like on your Sunday, and then an active work week ahead. Could even see some severe weather in our forecast. Very fall-like out there right now, and as I mentioned, it's going to look fall-like with patchy frost across southern Wisconsin. We have a frost advisory from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. on your Sunday. That doesn't include areas out towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel and up towards Camp Douglas, but I do think those areas will also stand the chance of having a little bit of patchy frost to start your Sunday morning. Those temperatures dipping down. We'll do 34 tonight at Madison, 37 in Janesville, 37 in Platteville, 38 in Prairie du Chien. A little bit warmer up towards La Crosse and the Mississippi River Valley, up around 40 degrees. Temperatures are going to be warming up as we head towards the Mississippi River on your Sunday afternoon, nearing 60. But the rest of southern Wisconsin hanging on to a fall-like day. One more fall-like day, and then things are going to change. What those changes are here, we're going to see some wild weather, I think, in the forecast. 34 to start off your Sunday morning here in Madison, 31 in Cross Plains, 32 in Windsor, and 30 in Brooklyn. Definitely cold enough for a decent frost for portions of southern Wisconsin. Warming them up as we head towards 10 o'clock in the morning, 41, 42, 43 degrees. And then as we head towards the lunch hour and into the afternoon hours, maybe a passing cloud or two, but temperatures should stay in the middle to upper 50s across Dane County. Now watch the changes as we go on into your Monday night. Temperatures starting off around 40. Strong southeast winds develop out ahead of a weather system that brings maybe even some thunderstorms by the time we get to 8 o'clock on your Monday morning. That's just the start of this wet weather period, folks. Look at this. Scattered to widespread rainfall chances on your Monday. That lasts all in the upcoming work week here, folks. Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a little dip in the precipitation chances on your Thursday. Then an increase again as we go on into your Friday. One or two of these storms could get on the rougher side, according to the Storm Prediction Center. This is for Tuesday, primarily Tuesday evening and overnight. I was just taking a look at the weather models on my computer over here to the side, and I think Tuesday evening and overnight might be that period where we could look at one or two of those storms getting a little bit on the rougher side for areas west and northwest. Madison, rainfall amounts by the time we get to the end of the week, 1, 2, maybe even 3 inches of rain with these periods of weather systems that move across the area. Bottom line here is, folks, frost for some as we carry on into your Sunday, turning warmer on Monday, and then the stormy work week begins on Monday with maybe even a severe storm or two on your Tuesday. Look at those temperatures on Tuesday in the 70s. I mentioned spring-like. That is almost spring-like. We stay mild through Friday. The last weather system of the work week comes in on Friday. The temperatures crash. Then another weather system, folks, could bring us chilly weather, maybe even a few snowflakes by next weekend. Beautiful fall-like sunset here sent to us by Ted. The campus bike path, just very pretty. And as I mentioned in first weather, and as I mentioned, folks, in this weather, you want to really get outside, folks, on your Sunday, because fall colors are peaking out there, and Sunday might be the very last day for that. With the wild and wet weather heading this week, they'll bring those leaves on down. First warn at WISC-TV.com. And we had some really nice photos sent to us today. Look at this on our Facebook. Thanks, Aaron and Logan and Sherry Lynn and Roxanne. Look at these pretty fall photos out there. How pretty. And Footville, Heidi's sending us those gorgeous, stunning colors. Jennifer and Ann, how wonderful that you folks are sharing us these weather photos. Thanks, Rhonda and Mary Lynn as well here. How pretty, Ann, sending us those nice photos to our Facebook page on channel3000.com. And as I like to say, Jalen and friends, we like to report the weather. We try to be the most accurate forecast in town, but Absolutely. I also like to show the weather too. That's important to do that and bring our community in at the same time.
And then as you just saw, when you send those photos in, you get to be a part of our newscast.
That's right. Indeed. You're on air.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you, Alex. And still to come, Andrew's back with full highlights from Wisconsin's thrilling comeback win over Illinois.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
In need of home repairs? From stairs and railings to roofing and plumbing, Habitat Dane County works alongside families to ensure safe, stable housing for years to come. Qualifications are based on income, need, and willingness to partner. Don't delay. Apply today.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
If you've ever grilled, you know you can count on propane to make everything great. But did you know propane also powers school buses that produce lower emissions that lead to higher test scores? Or that propane can cut your energy costs at home? It powers big jobs and small ones too. From hospitals to hospitality, people rely on propane, an energy source that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly for everyone. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
One day after Wisconsin lost to Illinois last year, Paul Chryst was fired. It was a program-altering day, and even though Wisconsin trailed Illinois 14-0 with a minute left in the first half today, the game wasn't nearly over because this one was personal. Halfway through the fourth, Braden Lock-in making his way in. Make that Braylon Allen marching his way in to the end zone for a touchdown in that first half and making it 14-7 as the Badgers find themselves coming back into this game. Now Braden Locke firing one for the end zone. He finds Will Pauling, who scores the touchdown, and the Badgers come back and find themselves right back into this game, 21-18. Locke trying to lead a game-winning drive, hovers one down the field, and he finds Will Pauling right at the 4-yard line, and this one has just gotten interesting. Trying to win the game right here. This time Locke finds Nolan Rucci, and Rucci into the end zone for the touchdown. That's an offensive lineman on the touchdown, and the Badgers win the game. Looking at the final score, it's 25-21, an unreal comeback. Our Zach Hanley was there, and he takes you through Braden Locke's first collegiate start.
Down 21-7 in the second half, Wisconsin didn't flinch. Instead, Braden Locke led the offense to 18 fourth-quarter points, capped off by a 14-play, 83-yard drive that gave the Badgers the lead for good.
I don't know what else I could say about Braden Locke. The guy's got incredible poise. You know, for a young guy that went out there today and put in a really, really tough situation, and he performed really well.
I mean, incredible. You know, very emotional. After everything finished, you know, I have great teammates. I've got great coaches. You know, and my family's incredible. You know, they travel all the way from Dallas every single week to be here for me, and it really means the world to me. So that was really cool.
Poise and confidence. His first start, and you know, having a comeback win, and you know, taking control of the offense in multiple critical situations. I think that speaks to the preparation that he put in, and the confidence that he has in himself. Like I said at the beginning of the week, we just needed his best, and he gave us that today.
As far as Locke's day, well, he's the first Badger QB to win a conference road game in his starting debut since Alex Hornibrook did it back in 2016. And when asked about his performance, Skylar Bell summed it up best saying, quote, "He's a dog." At Memorial Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Staying on the gridiron, where Whitewater hosted Stout today, second quarter, Warhawks already leading 3-0, but they'd get a whole lot more. Alec Ogden keeps it himself, scores the game's first touchdown to make it 10-0 UW-dub, and Whitewater would run away with it from there, winning 37-20. As exciting of a game as that football game was for Wisconsin, the real game of the day was volleyball. Top-ranked Wisconsin traveled to Lincoln today to play number 2 Nebraska. The top 2 teams in the nation each entered the game with an 18-0 record. Something has to give, and no surprise, it took 5 sets to decide this one. Pick things up on match point for Nebraska. They lead 14-12 in the 5th. MJ Hamill sets up Sarah Franklin, who smashes one home past the Huskers to stay alive. And then on to the next point, trying to force overtime. Franklin into serve, gets it over the net. Nebraska hits it out of bounds, and we're going to, but wait, Nebraska's going to challenge that there was a net violation from Wisconsin. They're going to look at it again, and the refs overturn the call, meaning that Nebraska beats Wisconsin in one of the most highly anticipated volleyball matches in a long time, and it ends on a net violation. In the most disappointing of ways, Wisconsin falls 2-3. Staying on the Wisconsin side of things, as we talk about men's hockey, they went to number 17 Michigan Tech, trying to sweep a ranked team to start the Mike Hastings era. Game's tied at 1 apiece. Simon Tassi finds a wide open Joe Palatichuk, and that is a goal. What a one-timer. Wisconsin goes on the road and sweeps Michigan Tech in one of the nation's toughest environments, winning 5-2. And not to mention, the women's hockey team won as well. So outside of that volleyball game, a really top-notch day for the Badgers, but that's a tough way to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Great day for Bucky. Hopefully we can keep things rolling. I'm sure the women's volleyball team will be right back to it. Absolutely. But all right, sounds good. Thank you, Andrew. We'll be right back with the final check of your first one forecast after this.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
It'll be a night of laughter and fun. It's the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour with comedians Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Jeff Oskey. Performing live Saturday, November 4th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford Escape or Explorer and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
It's never about, in the game of golf, just one thing. It's everything. It's all-encompassing. In Golf Galaxy, we are your team. And if you have a question on your equipment, your fitter's here for you. If you have a question on your swing or something mechanical, our Class A PGA professionals are here for you. If you need help fixing something, our club techs are here for you.
We have the fitting bays, we have the TrackMan, we have Biomech putter fitting system. When you come in, we want to fit you with the right apparel, the right footwear. We have everything that you could possibly need to improve your game.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
The moms have a brand new show.
Are you having a great time?
I'm Mom So Hard Ladies Night. Saturday, November 18th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
The Packers battle the Denver Broncos Sunday at 3:25.
All right, guys, it's been a pretty fun day overall, but we're here for what the people are for, which is weather.
Yes, yeah. Frost on your Sunday morning, then stormy upcoming week. We could even have a severe storm on Tuesday.
All right, well, sounds good. We'll see you all here tomorrow. Thank you for making it a great evening.